Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. In this video, I continue to build the Eagle Moss Willys MB Jeep, and that is the World War II Jeep. So, thank you for joining me on my channel, and if you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell for all video upload notifications. Now, in this video, I continue to build the Jeep itself. It's a fantastic Jeep, and it's a beauty. It's really big. I'm having a blast building this. But anyway, I am on pack number 8, and in pack number 8 we do stages 27 through 30. Now, this is a hard copy magazine that I've been using to build all along, and this is the last time I'll be using this magazine because I'll be going online and downloading the magazine that is digitally available on Eagle Moss's website. I put a link in the description below on where you can get that magazine. So from now on, I'll be referring back to that digital magazine. So in this stage, we will be assembling the exhaust system, both front fenders, and the battery and voltage regulator and such. So it's a pretty easy stage, and if you'll follow along, it'll go together really well. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. So let's get started. Welcome back to Pack 8. In Pack 8 we received 4 issues, issue 27 through 30. We also received another free gift, and that would be the 1/43rd scale Jeep, and that's very nice there. That came, remember, with Pack 8 subscription. Let's go ahead and look at the build instructions for stage 27. So for stage 27, we work on the exhaust system, and this time we receive the tailpipe and muffler assembly. And a pretty easy stage to build there. We assemble the exhaust pipes to the muffler, then we install the muffler onto the chassis. And here's the parts pack for stage 27. So I'll go ahead and take these out and we'll get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those parts. Everything here is plastic. We received CP and DM screws. Here's the exhaust pipes themselves. Very nice. 2 parts, and then the muffler itself. Now we assemble the exhaust pipe to the muffler. In this case here, the smaller one has an alignment tab on it, and you can see how the alignment pin is located inside the muffler. And we want to position it just like that. Then we'll turn this over. Take our exhaust pipe itself here too, and we're going to want to position this like that. Looks like, according to the instructions, just like that. It looks like a CP screw goes into this. That's how that looks there. Put a CP screw in on the other one. And that's how that looks there. Now I'll bring over the chassis. And I am back. So we're basically going to just put the exhaust system over on the side. It's going to go down on top of that tab there, and then this is going to go down just like that. A DM screw goes into this right here. I've already lubricated the hole. Just leave it a little loose. Turn this over. And it looks like a CP screw goes into this. That's tight. Turn it over, tighten the other one. And there you go. So that completes stage 27. Let's go to 28. Welcome back. Let's look at the build instructions for stage 28. So for stage 28, looks like we got the front left fender and bracket. And we'll be installing that onto the chassis. Let me get the parts out and I'll be right back. Here's the parts pack for stage 28. See, we got the fender in there, the bracket that holds it to the frame. So let me take these out and I'll be right back. Here's a close-up of those parts, and this is the front left fender. It is made out of metal. It's very nice. Very nice finish on it. And the mount bracket for it is also made out of metal. DM and FM screws. Here's our fender, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mount it on top of the chassis. There are a couple of alignment pins here on the bottom that line up with the chassis itself, the frame of the Jeep. So I'll go ahead and do that. Simply lays down just like that on top of there, and we're going to be putting FM screws into this. And the holes have been pre-lubricated already. Turn this where you can see it. And we just tighten this down. Now one up front. And that's tight. Next we'll put the brace on, and that brace is going to go underneath. We have an alignment pin that lines up with the top of the fender. Just like that. DM screw goes into this. Put the second one in, the first one's loose. And started, so I can go ahead and tighten it down. Tighten down the second one. And there you go. That looks good there. Brace is on and fender is installed. So that's all we do for stage 28. let's look at stage 29. Welcome back. Let's look at the build instructions for stage 29. So for stage 29, we'll install the right fender this time. These are all the parts that are included with 29. I'm going to install those virtually the same way. I pre-lubricate the holes with my Vaseline, as I've been doing throughout this whole build. So there you have it. Here's a parts pack for stage 29. This time we received the right fender and the mount bracket for that. So I'll take these out, we'll get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those parts, this time the right fender, and this is a little bit different compared to the other one. And you can see there it has like a tray on here. Also, it is marked with an R, so I assume the other one was also marked with an L, but that's your right fender, made of metal once again. The support bracket or mount bracket for it, a little bit different shaped, but also made of metal. DM and FM screws. So this time we mount the right fender, and that's simply just gonna, once again, we have mounting pins on the bottom that we align this up with onto the chassis, just like that. And again, FM screws go into this. So I'll put the first one in the back to help hold it in place. And it may be hard to see, but it's right there. Put that in, tighten it down. And that's tight there. And lastly, now we mount the bracket, the mount bracket that goes under, just like before. And got that one in there. Make sure both are tight, which they are. Very good. And that's what that looks like there. And there's your right front fender. That completes stage 29. Now let's work on stage 30. Welcome back. Let's look at the final stage for pack 8, and that's stage 30. Now this is also the final stage that's provided in this magazine because it only goes up to 30. So for now on, I'll be referencing the online magazine that you can download from EagleMoss. I put a link in the description below on where you can download that. So for stage 30, we have the voltage regulator, battery, blackout drive light front, searchlight guard, mount plate, and the blackout drive light itself. So those are all the parts that are included. And this is where we install the voltage regulator itself, the battery, and the lights themselves on the fenders. Let me get the parts out and I'll be right back. Here's the parts pack for stage 30, and lots of little parts in there. So I'll take these out and we'll get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those parts. First we have the battery. Very nice detail there. Made of plastic. And the voltage regulator, also made of plastic. This is provided in a black plastic. And then the guard for the headlight shell itself, the blackout cover for the headlight, and the mount plate for the headlight, GP and SM screws. So the first thing we do is we install the voltage regulator. In this case, you want to have this round item detail here on the bottom. It's going to line up with the fender. And we put 4 SM screws into that. Not too tight to where you break the plastic that mounts the voltage regulator, just where it's tight. That's good there. And here's your battery right here. It has alignment tabs on the bottom, so it simply goes in one way. And we put 1 screw on the bottom, and that would be a CP screw. So I need to turn this over. Turn these back over. And a good view of the battery and the voltage regulator. Next we assemble the headlight. And here's the headlight itself. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this on top here like that. Looks like it faces that direction. Very carefully take your time with it, get it started. And just trying to straighten it out as much as possible, like that. Then our blackout light goes over the top of that. And that's how that looks there. And this would be on the top of the left fender here. We take our cover, our guard, we put that down, just like that, into those alignment pins. And then we run our light onto that, and that kind of holds down the guard. Put a CP screw into this from the bottom. And that's how that looks there. And that's how that looks from the side. And there you have it. That completes pack 8, and where we installed our fenders, 2 front fenders, the battery, voltage regulator, and headlight. Stay tuned for pack 9. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for all notifications. Head over to eaglemoss.com and subscribe to this Jeep today. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.